And well, the big story we've been tracking on NDTV, the contentious Delhi Services Bill has been passed in Rajya Sabha. 131 votes in favour and 102 against the bill. And with the bill now passed, the centre virtually gets complete control over top bureaucrats in the national capital, including their transfer, appointment and postings. Well, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has hit out at the government, saying that this is an insult to the people of Delhi. But the most controversial bill has now cleared the passage of Parliament. The numbers were stacked up in favour of the government, with the YSRCP, the TDP and the BJD extending their support to the government.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, मैं आपके माध्यम से पूरे सदन को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि बिल का उद्देश्य केवल और केवल दिल्ली में सुचारू रूप से भ्रष्टाचार विहीन और लोकाभिमुख शासन हो। ये बिल कैसे संविधान सम्मत है, ये बिल कैसे सुप्रीम कोर्ट के जजमेंट को किसी भी एंगल से, किसी भी तरह से इसको वायोलेट नहीं करता है।
2015 में आपने मेरी शक्तियां छीनी दिल्ली सरकार की। जैसी हमारी सरकार बनी, आपने हमारी शक्तियां छीन ली नोटिफिकेशन जारी करके। फिर भी बिना शक्तियों के हमने काम किया और दिल्ली की जनता ने मेरे को 2020 में 62 सीट दे के दिल्ली की जनता ने आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनाई। हम दिल्ली वाले दिल्ली से बहुत प्यार करते हैं और हम जानते हैं कि बीजेपी दिल्ली के लोगों से नफरत करती है, दिल्ली वालों से नफरत करती है।
So, well, Megha Prasad is now joining us on the phone line. Megha, a hectic day indeed for you and for all of us. But this was a crucial moment in the monsoon session of Parliament. And, well, many saw it as a foregone conclusion because of the numbers being stacked up in favour of the government. But this sets the stage for heightened political confrontation between the opposition and the government.
Absolutely, it did. And you saw the confrontation today in the upper house, in Rajya Sabha, when the reply of Home Minister Amit Shah was being delivered, when he was giving his reply to the motion, to the bill. At that point in time, you could see the amount of, the number of times the opposition objected to what he was saying. There were interventions, the chair had to intervene, calm people down, so much of a ruckus, so much of a resistance to what he was saying. All of that kept happening. But today I would say that, a fair amount of time was given to both sides, both to the opposition and the treasury benches, actually, to, put forth their point of view of where they stand and why is there an opposition or why is there a support for this bill. Yes, it is right that it was a foregone conclusion that the government will be able to get this bill passed in the upper house as well. But there was, of course, a lot of accusations towards those two parties, YSRCP, BJD, and also, of course, for TDP, because these three parties agreed to support the government here. So there were many statements being made targeting these parties, suggesting, that today it's happening to the Delhi to the Delhi government. Tomorrow it might happen to yours, in your state. So all sorts of statements were made in the upper house today when it came to the debate and discussion on this bill. So eventually it had to get passed. It got passed. But like I've been saying, that this is not the end. In the sense that this is bound to be challenged in the Supreme Court. The Aam Aadmi Party, has been claiming that twice in the past this has been done to Delhi, and each time a constitution bench in the Supreme Court has ruled in the favour of the Delhi government, that is the Aam Aadmi Party. And this time also a similar situation would arise.
Right.
So what happens till then? If this immediately gets, the case goes to the Supreme Court. There's an appeal. There's a case in the Supreme Court, and the bill gets challenged there. What happens to the bill? That will, I beg your pardon, to the law, that remains to be seen.
Right, Megha, thanks so much for joining us with all those details. So, well, remains to be seen what route the Aam Aadmi Party takes to oppose this, because a lot changes as far as the governance of Delhi is concerned. But as Megha was also mentioning, just before the bill was passed, there was a huge political controversy with Amit Shah alleging fraud on the part of the Aam Aadmi Party as far as the motion to move the Delhi bill was concerned. Well, Amit Shah alleged that there was fraud on the part of the Aam Aadmi Party, and 4 MPs said that their signatures were included in that proposal sent by Raghav Chadha without their consent. They claimed that they did not sign that proposal. Well, take a look at how this played out in Parliament.
मेरा बहुत गंभीर व्यवस्था का प्रश्न है। ये दोनों सम्मानीय सदस्य कह रहे हैं, मान्यवर दोनों सम्मानीय सदस्य कह रहे हैं कि इन्होंने ये मोशन को साइन नहीं किया। अब ये जांच का विषय है कि ये मोशन कैसे साइन हुआ और राघव चड्ढा जी ने इसको मूव किया। मान्यवर इनका सिग्नेचर किसने किया है, ये जांच का विषय है। मान्यवर ऐसे नहीं चलता। मान्यवर अब ये मामला सिर्फ दिल्ली सरकार में फर्जी पड़ने का नहीं है, ये सदन के अंदर फर्जी पड़ने का मामला है। मान्यवर ऐसा कैसे चलता है? मान्यवर मेरा आपसे निवेदन है कि दोनों सदस्यों का स्टेटमेंट रिकॉर्ड पर लिया जाए अभी, और बाद में इसकी जांच की जाए कि ये कैसे हुआ। माननीय सदन खड़े हो, प्लीज 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 प्लीज।
Sir, rule, sir, rule. So I'd like to draw your attention to Rule 72.2. Rule 72.2. Sir, just one second. 72.2. It says, no member shall be appointed to a select committee if he is not willing to serve on the committee. The mover, and I repeat again, the mover shall ascertain whether a member proposed to be named by him is willing to serve on the committee. Sir, no such discussion has been done by me.
Thank you.
My name has been taken without my permission,
Dr.
sir.
Susmit Patra
This is a
ji,
matter of
please,
privilege. How did I name the
Please take your case.
I do not understand. This is completely wrong, sir. This is a privilege issue, sir.
Have been taken without their
signature
knowledge.
that I will respond in the committee. I shouldn't
Work, yeah, Sudhanshu,
I
the
shouldn't-
baby and all.
I shouldn't be speaking before what has happened in the meeting. Let the motion be moved and I'll respond.
What will be investigated, sir?
Let the privileges committee send me a notice. I will respond to it. I'm happy to respond.
And well, it indeed was one of the stormiest days of this monsoon session. Right ahead of that bill being passed, there was a war of words that broke out between Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge and Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who hit out at the Congress party, saying that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will return in 2024. Listen in.
मान्यवर ये साथ में क्यों आए हैं? ये साथ में इसलिए आए हैं कि उनको भरोसा है कि अकेले कुछ हो नहीं सकता, इकट्ठा हो जाओ तो कुछ तो कर पाएंगे। मगर मैं आज बताना चाहता हूं मान्यवर, और 5-10 लोगों को जोड़ दो, कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। 24 मई में फिर से नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री। देखिए शाह साहब, उन्होंने ऑर्डिनेंस पे बोल रहे हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन ऑर्डिनेंस को छोड़ के वो हमारे इमरजेंसी से लेकर और अब तक जो आगे 2024 में अच्छे तरीके से व्याकरणबद्ध हिंदी बोल रहे हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन क्या बोल रहे हैं कि 2024 के इलेक्शन को संदेश दे रहे हैं यहाँ से कि हम जीतेंगे।
And well, speaking of Parliament, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi was reinstated to the Parliament following a stay on his conviction in a criminal defamation case over his Modi surname remark. So Rahul Gandhi was back in the Lok Sabha representing his constituency Wayanad at a time when the Parliament has seen repeated disruptions over the government's, over the opposition, I beg your pardon, demand for the Prime Minister's statement on the floor of the House over the Manipur issue. And in fact, news also coming in that Rahul Gandhi will be initiating the no confidence motion debate in Parliament on Tuesday. Well, it's Gaurav Gogoi who has moved that motion, but he will stand up in Parliament and say that Rahul Gandhi will be initiating the debate on his behalf. So that's going to be crucial, and it remains to be seen how that plays out. It's going to be a long and hectic day on Tuesday when Rahul Gandhi initiates the no confidence motion debate in Parliament. And moving now to our other big focus, the Supreme Court of India passed a host of directions related to the ethnic clashes in Manipur, including the appointment of a 3-member committee, all retired High Court judges, to look at various aspects of the situation in the northeastern state. Well, this as violence continues on the ground. But the Supreme Court also said that an ex-IPS official will be overseeing the CBI probe into the horrific gang rape case of Manipur. Take a look at this report.
Manipur's police chief appeared before the Supreme Court as a bench led by the Chief Justice of India, D.Y. Chandrachud, proposed a committee of 3 former High Court judges which, apart from investigation, will also look into rehabilitation and other issues in cases related to the ethnic violence in the strife-torn state. In another crucial development, the top court noted that the centre was handing over 11 cases of sexual violence in Manipur to the CBI, but said it would include at least 5 senior officials drawn from other states in the investigation team to ensure an overall feeling of objectivity. The court also said it would appoint a well-regarded retired Maharashtra cadre IPS officer to oversee the CBI investigation and report back to court. The court also noted the Manipur government statement that it would constitute 42 district-level SITs to investigate all cases not transferred to the CBI. Not only in the Supreme Court, but even at its own home turf, the Manipur government is facing major challenges. In a major development, a powerful civil society group, Kokomi, which is very active in the Imphal Valley region, has given a call for indefinite boycott of government programs.
Kokomi has declared a social boycott over the Manipur government for its failure to respect the people's resolution. The Kokomi request to the people not to attend any kind of function or any kind of celebration, any kind of programs organized by the government of Manipur. In another jolt to Manipur's BJP-led government, an ally, the Kuki People's Alliance, which has 2 MLAs, said they were withdrawing support because of how CM Biren Singh's government has handled the situation.
The situation now has changed because the present government is anti-Kuki people.
I think the KP has 2 MLAs in the assembly. As far as the government is concerned, I don't think it would affect the government in any way since we have the absolute numbers. The central government as well as the state government has been working day and night, has been putting out all efforts to make sure that the peace comes back to our state.
But with each passing day, the situation in Manipur seems to be getting even more complex. With BM Sanju in Imphal and Arvind Gunasekar in New Delhi, in Guwahati, Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.
And well, moving now to the other big political headline, the government slammed the Congress over a report in a leading US daily that linked US millionaire with Chinese propaganda. Well, the government accused the Congress of defending the millionaire and media portal NewsClick when they were investigated by law enforcement agencies back in 2021. Well, New York Times reported that the millionaire is working closely with the Chinese government media machine and is financing the propaganda of that machinery worldwide. However, NewsClick, the news organization, has responded to the allegations, saying that they are false and misleading.
Congress, China, and NewsClick are part of a umbilical cord. और ये इससे सिद्ध होता है क्योंकि कुछ लोगों को तो ये भी आदत थी कि, और मैं नाम लेके भी कह सकता हूं, कि राहुल जी की नकली मोहब्बत की दुकान में चीनी सामान ये साफ नजर आने लगा है। चीन के प्रति प्यार ये दिखता था और भारत के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार ये विदेशी जमीन पर भी और विदेशी न्यूज एजेंसियों के माध्यम से भी प्रोपेगेंडा के तहत होता था।
I think this kind of politics is absurd. No one in any of our political parties can be considered to be anti-Indian. We have a different view of how India should progress and what India needs in terms of its future as a democracy. And that's the difference. It's not about any foreign country. In fact, we have been critical of this government for not being tough enough on China after they killed 20 of our soldiers in Galwan. So it makes no sense to make such a charge.
Moving now, after a week of refuting any communal link in the shocking murder of 4 people by a Railway Protection Force constable aboard a Jaipur-Mumbai train, the Railway Police has added sections of the law relating to promoting enmity between different groups on grounds of religion to the case against him. Now, the Government Railway Police, in the first information report against the accused, RPF Constable Chetan Singh, added this section which relates to promoting enmity between different groups. The police informed the court also that during the accused's remand, the court has granted police custody of the accused till August the 11th. We'll take a short break now. News and updates continue on the other side. Welcome back. News from Jammu and Kashmir. The army released video footage of 2 terrorists from Pakistan trying to infiltrate the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir's Poonch district in the early hours of Monday. In fact, footage captured by thermal cameras installed for better patrolling of the highly sensitive border areas showed the 2 men crossing into India under the cover of dark through a dense forest along the line of control. The army fired at 2 Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists and killed one of them. He has been identified as Munir Hussain, a resident of Bagilidra Pooch. Well, however, there's no information on what happened to the other infiltrator who was shot. One of the terrorists killed has been a mastermind behind many attacks on security forces. Well, that's all the news that we have on this bulletin. Goodbye and keep watching.